How's it going, everybody? It's Moonsong here. Yow! And as you can see, today we have a new deck idea. Considering it is the last day of 2025, we thought we would look forward into the new decks that are coming out. And as you can see, something I'm really excited for is Elvennotes. We have the Dina here. I love the artwork of this. Lucina is beautiful. We have Fortuna. She's also beautiful. And even the continuous and stuff is amazing. Now, we have mixed it with another deck because I don't know if Elvennotes are as strong on their own. But as you can see, we have chosen Yummy. Now, the combo for this deck is actually still really, really good. We have also taken into consideration that the Yummy cards will be hit. So this deck has taken into consideration that Cookie could be hit. I mean, not Cookie, Cupsy could be hit to 1, Marshmallow could be hit to 1, and Snatchy could be hit to 1. And it's also taken into consideration that Herald of the Arclight could be banned. Now, the only issue with this deck is that it still has issues with Nib. Yummy has always had issues with Nib. It struggles with being nibbed, unfortunately. But that is what we're gonna have to deal with. It can still play through Nib, but obviously Nib hurts a lot of what the end board could be. But here we go. We have the deck list here, and I have a combo ready for you. The combo obviously does play into Nib, but it is pretty strong in on its own. And it is a 2-card combo because there is unfortunately not really any bridge into this deck, but it is really, really cool. So we have already set up the hand size and testing, and I'll show you. We also, as you can see, we did it in consideration. We're only using a Cookie because assuming we're not going to open the Cupsy or the Marshmallow as many times. So we're going to start off with special summoning Lucina to the middle monster zone, and her effect lets you search for a Elvennotes. So we're going to search for the Power Patron, which we are going to normal summon, and then we are going to synchro summon into the Synchro 7 into the extra monster zone. That is very important. Then we are going to use the effect of the Elvennotes in the grave to be able to add the Dina from deck to hand. Now from here we are going to be able to go into our favorite card that bridges any deck into Yummies. We're going to go into Gravity Controller, and we are going to special summon the Cookie, and then from here obviously we are able to go into the Cupsy Way. Now Cupsy Way is going to get us the 1 Cupsy and the 1 Marshmallow that we are going to play in the deck, assuming that it goes to 1, and we're going to be able to special summon the Cupsy to be able to get us the surprise from deck to hand. Now going from here, you'll be able to special summon the Dina, and Dina is going to get you your continuous activated into the zone over here. From here, you can go into the Snatchy. Now this is assuming we're only going to have 1 Snatchy, so this is going to be really good. We're going to activate Minion, and then from here we can synchro summon the Dina and the Yummy Way into a Dragite. This gives you a spell and trap negate, which is really, really good, and Dina being a water allows it to be live. Now from here we can continue by special summoning a Yummy monster from the grave, and then we can link summon it into the Linkaribo. Now over here we can special summon with surprise. We can special back the Yummy Marshmallow to be able to get surprise back to our hands. Now from here, this is a really good setup for your board, so we are going to go with the Elvennotes continuous. The reason why you only use this at this point is because this card does lock you to synchro summons, so you are going to send the Linkaribo to be able to summon the Fortuna from your deck to the field. Then you are going to use the Fortuna to be able to place the trap. You're going to have the Maddening Rhapsodia. So you only have the Homecoming Paralysium and Paralysum and the Maddening Rhapsodia, and if you look at the Maddening Rhapsodia, it has a really cool effect where it sends a monster from your hand or field to the graveyard, and then you target Elvennotes in the grave with a different attribute and you special summon it. And then on resolution, if you control a synchro monster, which in this case is really good, you get to negate on a card on your field, which allows you to be able to play around things like Raigeki, I guess, Dark Ruler no more. So you're going to send this and you're going to be able to revive the Elvennotes Synchro Monster. Now from here, you can use the Elvennotes Synchro Monster to revive the Elvennotes Power Patron. This gives you access to another Synchro 8, which in this situation, we are going to go into Crystal Wing. I do wish there was the earlier way into Crystal Wing, but this will most likely be your end board. If you want to go further, assuming the Herald is not banned, you're welcome to synchro summon this into Lilipo and revive any 2 over here, which will get us into the Herald, which gives us a really strong negate board. Considering this only took 2 cards, we still have the surprise in hand to be able to revive our Lilipo or our Capsi Way, and we have a spell trap negate, an omni negate, and a monster negate, and another on field negate, which is really, really good. And on top of things, the Homecoming Paralysium forces your opponent, is it the Homecoming Paralysium? No, sorry. The Maddening Rhapsodia forces your opponent to only be able to attack the monster in the middle monster zone. Remember, you have to play around that because that's very important, which forces your opponent to do that, so that way they'll only be able to attack into Crystal Wing at this point. And this also prevents your Crystal Wing from being destroyed by card effects, the Homecoming Paralysium. And it is really cool because then Crystal Wing cannot be destroyed by card effects, and it's a monster negate. On top of it, now if we go into some of the yummy plays, eventually we are able to use the Rhapsodia in, let's say, in the opponent's turn. We're not gonna focus on anything crazy. You're welcome to use the Rhapsodia to send the let's send the Herald to the grave, to be able to summon Lucinia, and from here if your opponent does anything, you can use the Lucinia's effect to switch places with the middle monster zone and return a card to hand. You can also use this with your Dina to be able to rip a card from hand till the end phase, or the Fortuna to return a face-up spell or trap from the field to the hand. This allows you to give yourself more interruption and anything like that. Now, the deck is really consistent. If you look at the deck list, I'm going to put this in order here. You only need to play 3 Lucina. This is obviously the main starter. You can play extra Dina if you want. You only play 1 Fortuna, and you only need the 1 Continuous and the 1 Trap. The rest of it is yummy cards, and then you have space for a lot of non-engine. As you can see, we have 2 Nib, 2 Bestials, 3 Fua, 3 Ash, 3 Bell, 3 Draw, 3 Imperm, still the Cold Lion Talents that are there, and you have a lot of space for a lot of things. This card is really good. It's a level 1 tuner, so you are able to go with this and a yummy card for the Capsi Way, which is also another idea. On top of it, the Link Karibo is really good in this deck because while this is on the field, it locks you to synchros only, but with the Link Karibo being on grave, you can attribute this to be able to unlock yourself in this situation. But it's a lot of fun. Gives you also access to Janora, the Power Patron of Tuning, which is really good, a board negate, which is really strong, and you get a lot of access to Synchro 8s and Synchro 7s because of the deck here. Mostly Synchro 8s will be your easiest target. But yeah, that's the list. Obviously the Herald and the Samsara might be switched out because of what's going to happen in the future, so you will probably be able to play a Link Karibo and maybe an Omega. You can look into playing something like a Dispatter with the Synchro 8 Synchron Dragon. I can't remember its name now. What's the Synchron Dragon? Here, this one, Stardust Synchro. Axel Synchron Stardust Dragon, that's it. So you can play that going into your Dispatter, which is really cool. Yeah, so you can look into coming into all these kinds of lines of play, and it's a really interesting deck list to move forward into the evolution of where Yummy might possibly go, and maybe get Elvennotes into the top tier meta. I know a lot of people in the OCG are playing them with Fiendsmith, and a lot of them are playing them with Centurion, but I do like this build a little bit more. But let me know what you guys think, and I hope you guys have an awesome new year, and I'm looking forward to see what Yu-Gi-Oh has in store for next year. Until next time, cheers guys. Yeah!